Alright collectors, today on the channel we're going to take a look at the Battle Rider Mech from the Cobra style one. There was I think there was a limited, I actually know there was a limited edition Joe version of this, which I also purchased. I didn't want the Joes to be undefended, right? So I picked up the Joe version of this, and I also picked up the Cobra version of it, or the enemy version. I don't know what they called it, but it's a Battle Rider Mech, and it just looked fantastic, right? It looked really cool. So I went ahead and picked it up. Here's what we get with it. It came assembled like this for me. So, you know, this is what you get with that. And then you get a little bag of accessories here. Very cool. And then I think this is the final piece to, you know, kind of stand the figure on the back there, the rider. So let's take a look at this stuff. Just right off the bat, the components that you get. Looks pretty good. Now, we've seen this before. We've seen this rider before. There are some variances. Well, that one actually looks very close to this. As a matter of fact, the thing missing is it doesn't have those shields that one has on the side. The Monster Force looking one back there, the Walker. And then this one is very different. Well, not very different. It's just a different color. What else? And this one has the grenade launchers on it. So, you know, I think this one comes with some grenade launchers as well. So same thing as before. Take a look. You know, it's got rivets on it. It's got, you can tell it's 3D printed because you can see some of that 3D printing on there. It's not a big deal to me. You know, it just roughens it up a little, makes it look a little bit more battle ready. If you wanted to, you could actually dry brush it, some steel pieces on it. Look like it's been, you know, weather worn or whatever. So, yeah, it looks pretty good to me. Same articulation as before. You have a ball socket joint right here. He can, legs would go back that much. You know, I'm kidding. Forward this much. It's just a ball socket, right? And that's the only thing that you get here. But then you also get a ball socket down here. So he can move down there at the bottom. So that's what you, ball socket here, and then you have the ability to turn it right here. And let me see if this actually can come off, but I'd have to tinker around with this, I think. So, but yeah, this can come off, and you could actually put another head on it. It's got that attachment, that ubiquitous attachment right under here, the one that one has as well, where you could actually put, and that's what I love about modularity with Gridiron. And we're going to get into that in just a minute. I've been collecting with Gridiron for so long now, for years, that I have some big options, some very big options. So, but for now, yeah, this is what you get. I think there's an issue here because that's supposed to be the camera and it's supposed to be like a lens there, but you don't see that glare. I think they just forgot to put a clear coat of paint there, which I could put a clear coat of paint. That's not a big deal, but I'd prefer not to. That's what it looks like on the top. We've got some ammo cans up here that, you know, empty down at the bottom, but they do come off. None of the rest of this comes off, and you got a port up here at the top, which is great. A little computer here. I don't know if there's supposed to be a sticker there, but I guess you could add some graphics there if you want, whatever. Maybe there's a sticker in there. I don't know. I haven't gotten to it yet. But yeah, there you go. Can do a 360 turn there. So I'm digging it. So, all right, let's get into what we get. Let's look at all the accessories here. You get also the stand here. You got that diamond plate pattern, that steel plate pattern down there. Yeah, simply, well, I think we can just put it on now, can't we? Here, I think it goes on, yeah, something like this. So you got a ball down here, or a peg down here, and then you've got a peg down here at the bottom. Oh, yeah, then you've got the Gridiron logos on the feet, which is very neat. All right, so you're going to take this, and you're going to port it down here at the bottom. And then it's got some, let me see if I can squish it there. There it goes there. And then you just kind of, that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. It's locked in. It's locked in. It'll hold the weight of one tiny action figure. So, and you'll excuse my sickliness. I'm still trying to get over whatever this is. It's not COVID or nothing. It's just, I don't know. Is it allergies? I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I'm just trying to get better there. So anyway, so there's the little stand there so that the figure can sit on. It's on there nice and good. So let's move on to the next process, and that is opening the packet of spices that come with this bad boy. So right off the bat, the thing that smacks me across the head immediately is this weapon system here. Machine gun, maybe a heavier caliber. Not 100% sure what type of weapon this is. I don't know. It's not a 50 cal because I'm about to show you that later. But this is definitely a higher caliber weapon. A saw, maybe? I don't know. What is it? Yeah, an M249. That's what looks the closest to it, right? It's got some, I wish I would have colored that a little bit, given us some more paint hits there, but that's all right. It's not bad. Yeah, it looks like an M249. So 5.56 rounds, maybe. Yeah, I think that's what it is. All right, so there's that. We already know where that's going to mount at. What else do you have here? Oh, okay, well, let's get into this part right here. Oh, man, look at all the goodness. Ah, the sweet smell of freshly printed gridiron goodness. All right, lasts forever, lasts forever. You have another, automatic weapon or machine gun up here, and I think that plugs right there into the front. So good, you have two, automatic weapons on it right there. And then you have two machine guns, two flamethrowers that are right there in the front. I mean, it is a support weapon, close support really, because you're going to be, I would imagine, and it's got two ports there, and it's got two ports, under there. So you just take this and just, you can put some, maybe, what's it called? Some tacky, but it looks like it's going to stay pretty good, and to make it stay real good. But it looks like it's going to work just fine. So let's put it on there. Yep, there it is. So there's your two flamethrowers. Very good. Yeah, that's when you get real close, up close and personal. But then you also have these rocket launchers. They look great. I mean, we've seen these before. Again, got some hints of dark blue there, just like kind of matches it, right? It's just it's matching the same color scheme of it. And then you got some red tips there for the missile. The missiles do not come out. But how cool would it be, right? So let's see, where did these, and I believe, yeah, these rotate as well. So what you could do is, you could either, I don't know if I want it like this or if I want it the other way, I tell you the truth. And so you have the same thing as these flamethrowers. You have this bottom piece down here that attaches to, there's a little two nubs up here that just slip on. And so slip on just like that. Now, again, you can put some tacky there and make the bond a little stronger. I don't know if I want it that way or if I want them higher up, right? Like this. I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't know because of this. I'll show you in just a minute, because the practical side of my army brain is telling me something else. I'll show you in just a second. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and add this thing on here. I don't think there's any wrong way. It looks like that's the bottom. It looks like. So let's just snap it in there. Yep, there it goes. Click, just clicks right on. There's no movement there. That's it. It's stuck on there. All the movement would be from up here, right? So there's that. So you've got your missile racks here. You've got your flamethrowers here. You've got your machine gun here. Close support. Very close support. Medium support. And long range support, I would think. So my goodness, this thing is definitely versatile. It's definitely versatile. All right, let's see what else. Let's mount more guns on it. Why not? Let's put some more guns on this thing. All right. So we've seen this antenna before. That guy has an antenna on there. And I believe, where does this guy go? Well, we'll look at that in just a second. So we got the antenna. Take a look at that in just a minute. And then we have the shield for the saw up here. I think it's a saw. You guys, I know you guys are gonna oh, this is not good. Okay, I'm gonna have to work. Oh, there we go. They forgot to, there it goes. Well, that wasn't too bad. These are supports. They left the supports on there. It's all right. It's not a big deal. They came right off. That was pretty simple. So let's put this, get it right in there. What actually bothers me a little bit more than that, so that slips. There's a little port here that you just slide this into, and you've got a, oh, it's rubbing right here. You see that? How that's rubbing right there? It's rubbing right there. It's all right though. That's just for you to know, and it's not a huge deal, but yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. What's actually causes me a little bit more angst is that they completely didn't paint that. They just left that clear. I mean, like I said, I have some clear paint, some clear coat, and I could just add it. All right, we have some grenade launchers here. Actually, this guy's, I I always do this, guys. I always do this. Hold on just one second. I can't believe, that happened to me on those guys as well. I can't believe it. I had this on the wrong way. I had it on backwards. I had it up here instead of back here. So, and I can always tell because of the knees right here. So the knees, the vents in the knees, that's the way forward. And this thing has to be facing forward. So anyways, I mean, I hope you guys can learn from my mistakes. It wasn't hard to take off. It was pretty easy actually. So you got that. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, let's add the missile launchers. Turn these, or not the missile launchers, the grenade launchers. Put those right there. Put those right there. Smoke grenade launchers. I'm going to say that's its defensive. Well, everything's defensive, but I would say that the weapons are the offensive weapons are these active targeting weapons for me. And the offensive weapons, or the defensive weapons would be these. To me, these would be smoke grenade launchers. I mean, that's what they would be in my world. But maybe in your world, it's all offensive. And these are actually real grenade launchers, right? Like with real grenade, fragmentation grenades on them or something, right? But for me, I would probably use those as like, maybe the supporting troops need some cover. You just pop some grenades out of there. Real quick and you're good to go. All right, so we have some tubes that they provide us, some flexi tubes here. Very nice. So we're going to take these little guys and attach them here. And where is the, come on now. There it is, right there. You guys see that? There's a spot. Here, I'll show you in just a second. So it goes from that tank into there. And then so without it being done, it goes from that port there into that port there. So let's just go ahead and do this one right now. How apropos that 209 Ed is building a mechanized walker. You guys get the joke if you've watched my channel long enough. You know that the 209 isn't for the California area code. It's for something else that had a significant impact in my childhood, in the formative years of my childhood. Anyway, so let's attach. So it's got some, here you go. You got some slots here, so you can fit this antenna in there. The bigger slot goes here. The little slot goes there. And so you just fit this in there. Slide it to the front and it clicks on. So you're done. That's it. That's it. That's it. So the last thing you do is add that top piece. So now what you have, let's see in comparison to, so here's the 100% set up snake armor. There it is. As in comparison to this. The snake armor is just much wider, bigger, massive looking, right? This guy's a little smaller. let's see if I can get closer to the ground for it. Kind of give you guys a better view. Whoops. Yeah. So this guy's just a lot chubbier, a lot bigger, right? Just huge. This guy's a lot. This one, I mean, with the seat back like that, so that another trooper can fit up there with another weapon, it's taller, but I suspect if I close this lid, this one will be taller. But still, this one's is way chunkier. And then this one looks like standing next to this guy. I mean, they're about the same height. So, and here's what he is standing next to a trooper. Just a regular Cobra trooper. Retro Cobra trooper, as a matter of fact. You know what's one thing that always cracks me up that I rarely see in action figures, and I actually have a video on this as to what different things to use for this, is I've never ever was using my weapon. I never used my weapon and there wasn't a sling on it. You see this? There's always a sling on the weapon, man. You always have a sling on a weapon. But nobody ever puts one on there. I don't know. Anyways, so let's go ahead and set him on here real quick so that we can see how he fits. Give him some room there. It's pretty loose, the connection to the, let's open his arms a little, hands there. The connection to the bot is pretty loose there. So I bet doing it before we get him on there is going to make a ton of difference, because you definitely don't want to be playing around with it. I mean, he doesn't have any, he doesn't have a seatbelt or a harness to get harnessed into. I would have appreciated some foot pegs on that. Anyways, let me push him back a little bit. There he is. He's actually looking pretty cool, man. I don't think you guys can see him like I can see him, but there. Oh man, he looks really great on there. Really great. And it warms my heart that he has a shield up at the front, you know. Of course, he's exposed in the back, but to me, the more important thing is that whatever you're shooting at can't shoot back at you very well, and that's protected. Now, here's the cynical part of my brain, or the brain that maybe Cobra Commander or Destro wouldn't be looking at. Do you see an immediate danger on this vehicle for the soldier that's driving it? Do you guys see an immediate problem with it? Here, let me pick this up a little bit more so you guys can see it a little better. Now that we've done the comparison a little bit. There's an immediate danger for this soldier. Maybe Cobra Commander just doesn't even care, or neither does Destro. But the minute he fires off this missile, he's going to get some backblast. And it's either going to burn his legs or possibly, break his legs. I don't know. Whichever. It's just not super. And I would hesitate to do this, which is to, let me pop this off and maybe rotate it to the top. It would look cooler though. To me, I think I like the configuration with it at the top better. Although again, my cynical brain is going, my practical brain is going, well, now you've got it closer to his face. So, I don't know. I think I'm still going to leave it this way. But anyways, let me actually put them both that way. I think I like it that way better. Closer to his face, because Cobra Commander doesn't care anyways. So why should I? Anyways, there we go. Backblast area clear. No. I'm back here, man. So anyways, there you go. He looks really great. Now, because I've been collecting for a really long time, wonderful gridiron stuff, I am going to do one more. I'm going to do something else. Let me show you. So let me go ahead and offer you a different configuration. As it is, it's pretty great. As it is, it's pretty great. And again, you can move these around, You can move his legs around. Maybe he's, oops, maybe he stepped in some dog dew or something over here. Let me see if I can stand him this way. Let me see. I wonder if I can balance him live. Let's see if I can balance him live. No. It's really hard to balance them. Maybe. Oh, so hard. I mean, almost. I think if I messed around with them a little more, I could do it. I wonder if I could do a running pose with them on one leg. Let's see. I mean, he's got enough tightness to him that maybe. Oh man, so close. Oh, look at that. He stepped in some dog doo. So he's got to lift up that one leg. There you go. That's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah. So you can do some pretty cool stuff with them. You just saw me do that. And I think that what really helped was the joint down here at the bottom. This ball peg that you have down here helped quite a bit to get that going. All right, so let's do a different configuration because I feel like it. A better configuration. I wonder if I can just pop this off. Let me see if I could just pop this right off here. I can. And then I'm going to put it on here. Let me see if this works. Let's see. Is it going to work? Is it going to allow me? Hey, look at that. Now, because I've been doing this for so, I don't know if they still have these available or not on Gridiron's webpage. They do retire some things, but then I heard that they were going to bring back some things that were in the vault. So maybe if you guys like this configuration better, you can go back and wait for it to pop up in the vaults or pop up for re-release or whatever and pick it up that way. I don't know. But sometimes I just buy some of these things because I know that in the future. So how do you like that cannon? I like that cannon better. Is it better than this? I think that's a GAU. I think that's what they call that one. So here's this one, the saw, or this one, the minigun. I think you can put a lot, and the minigun does not brush up against that. It actually doesn't brush up at all. So what do you think? You guys like the minigun better? Wait, we're not done. You guys tell me if I'm absolutely crazy. We've got one more. Got one more to try because we're crazy. And I'm sure you could put more stuff on there, but I'm going to take these canisters off. And I'm going to put them on this thing. Unfortunately, though, if you use this version, again, my cynical army brain, or my practical army brain, would say, I don't have any cover. That's not great, man. So I'm going to show it to you in just a second. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. You know, say you're on the battlefield and you're like, hey, man, I've got some other mechs out here that are just really eating too much of my lunch, Destro. You know, I've got the Joes now copying me with this other. Come on, open your hand, dude. Open your hand. I've got the Joes out here copying me, Destro. I need something with a little bit more oomph. So Destro says, no problem. I got you covered. I got you covered, Cobra Commander. How about some dual 50 cals up at the top there? There you go. Which configuration? That's the thing I like about modularity and Gridiron, right? So now, I don't know if I'm going to leave it in this configuration, but it does look really cool to me, although I do like the GAU quite a bit too. But here you go. You're going to have this guy coming down at you. Automatic weapon here, 2 flamethrowers, double rocket launchers, dual 50 cals, although this actually hides them pretty well behind that. And some either grenade launchers or smoke grenade launchers or fragmentation grenade launchers at the legs there. So, guys, what do you think? Are you going to pick this thing up? Are you guys excited about the Hound? I am. I ordered it, but I don't know what to do about that price, man. I don't know. I mean, I get it. It's a niche product, but oh boy, that price. Oh boy. I should have put it on, left it on them. Anyways, guys, I love that Hound. I did pick it up. I'm going to be excited to do a review on it for you. It's going to be honest. Again, I don't get any sponsorships from Gridiron. I don't get any sponsorship from Valiverse. if I like it, I tell you I like it. Do I like this? I really do like it. So, I mean, even after all, I am going to have to paint that eyeball. And I did have this support left on it. It's not a huge deal, but I would rather have not. I'd rather not have that. But, you know, regardless, I think it's a great little piece of equipment there that showed up and, you know, adds to the world building of the G.I. Joe lore. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you keep coming back for, you know, the toy hunts, the news, the reviews, why not like? Why not subscribe? Let's keep having some fun with these shenanigans. As always, all of this stuff is discretionary spending. None of it is a mandate or a must-have. I really did like this, but it's an option. Nobody has to buy this stuff. So just enjoy it. Enjoy it for what it is, right? Options. And everybody likes options. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. As always, special thanks to the members, their generosity, their input, their guidance, you know, their engagement with me. It's just great fun. We're just here having a fun time, guys. All right. As long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling these shenanigans out.